Thank you, Abba, for this day that you've given to us. I thank you for watching over us. I thank you for healing me this week. I thank you for watching over the Flowers family as they're on vacation. I was thinking floral bouquet. Popped in my head immediately. That's why I laughed. I just thank you that we can all be here to dig into your word. Help us to learn what you have us learn. And I pray that it will make sense and just open our hearts and our minds to you through your Ruach HaKodesh and lead us where you would have us be. I thank you and I praise you. B'Shem Yeshua. Amen. Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
On page 182.
182.
And throughout the book, and I was doing, writing the Hebrews, they would, okay, here's the symbol, what is it? To say go. Why is the Vav in there when you have the G? Why can we not have the G with a segel underneath it? Gimel with a segel underneath it. So we have. I got a board.
Oh, pen. In the green. Right here. Yeah.
Why is it not,
You can put that. Here.
Oh, which is a good question.
This is. So this is at Columba. This is an O.
this is the,
If you're looking here, they'll say Goal. Say you have a Gimel, a Columba, and a Lamed. So you need a vowel here.
why?
Because this
Why
is
can you
say,
not do this?
because it's not a Segol there. This is a Sere, and then you have a G with an O, and this is your final, that's what stops it. Don't a different pen.
So, I'm not still.
Okay, so here you have your first letter. Here's your first syllable.
Yeah.
Say. Go. This is your second syllable. So you have a consonant with a vowel. Go. Le. That's your last syllable. Say go. This doesn't have a. See, that would be say ga ol, and it's not. It's just say go.
So put that over there.
Mm-hmm.
Just put the,
You could
see, I guess what I had done is I had put a colon there.
yes, which you would go here,
Yeah.
but then you wouldn't have anything down here. So if it was say goal, and you could spell it that way, but either way, it sounds exactly the same with a colon bob and a colon. It's just a shortened version. I've never actually seen this say goal spelled like that, but.
Well, that was my transcribing.
Right.
So I'm like, wait a minute, why is there another?
But I'm just saying, if we did that, it would say the same thing, but it's segol. This is one syllable, two syllables, period.
But I've got one syllable, two syllables.
Mm-hmm.
I've
But
still got two syllables.
because this is how they taught us how to do it. So, okay.
Because
here.
my mother said,
So
right?
here, you have two and two.
Yeah,
And
and TW. Okay.
Two. So why can't you just put this? Forget these two. Why can't you do that?
Okay, because they all mean just something different. They're all different,
Okay.
different.
But I'm just saying, for someone who's just learning, they're gonna say, why can't I just spell it like this? Because there's a reason that they spell it this way. I don't know all the whys of Hebrew, I'm just saying.
Okay.
So, to me, it's the same
Because mother
concept.
said, okay.
But down below it does say. Whatever. I was gonna say I thought maybe it makes it a full vowel, but that's a vowel.
I tried looking and I'm like, I couldn't find out why.
One of the things that the whys of Hebrew don't always make sense, especially in this book.
English, I think it's the same way.
I mean, I think that's true.
Well,
of
yeah,
all
it
languages,
is,
but I'm just
but
saying.
it was just like, is there a, because I kept, every time I look, I do it, and then I'm like, oh, wait a minute, no, that, I gotta have, here, in the column. Couldn't figure out why. Some of the others are starting to make sense to me, why. Some other things that I'm like, why is that, why is that, and it's starting to make some sense. Starting.
Well, that's a plus because a lot of things in Hebrew don't make sense. I get it.
Well, yeah.
I dug out 2 old books. When we first did this, there were not as many books out there as there are now. And we went right into this one, which was from 1978, Menachem Mansour. Did you do this one at all with us? No. And so I was going through it.
That looks like a college test.
It is. Because this is what they used in seminaries. Menachem Mansour. And I have his second one too, his reader. Too many Hebrew books. And so anyway, I looked up, I didn't look up that though. I might have to check into that. I didn't read it though, because I was actually looking about separating, splitting in the syllables. And so I started reading that, and then I started going on and on. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I remember that. Okay, I remember that. Oh yeah. And then I ended up reading the whole thing, and I never got back to what I was originally actually looking for. And I forgot what my own question was because I was too busy reading other things. And I thought, I wonder if I could still do these. So I started doing the lessons, and I thought, oh boy. And then I had this other one, the basics of learning the basics, and that too. Whenever I open it, I start reading it, but they don't even break down the syllables. And one of the things that they do is chapter 16 in the primer book is chapter 4 in the Mastering the Basics book. I thought, I know because I was using those to when I was doing the other
Fill in
book.
the blank.
Yeah, so I always play with all of them. So anyway,
Are you gonna want to pause during the High Holy Days from classes?
Which are coming up really quick.
Right. That's why with school starting up and all of that, I didn't know.
When is school starting?
For me, it's this week, tomorrow. Technically, I don't have students till Tuesday of next week, but I'm back staff.
Service days.
Yeah. So I know High Holy Days are coming up, and that makes things much more complicated. So.
Right. I think that I looked on the calendar today. September. Was Rosh Hashanah.
September 11,
That's a Sunday.
Friday.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was looking actually at a different calendar.
Anyways.
Yeah, because we'll have services, a lot of them. More likely.
Yeah.
Because you have Rosh Hashanah. And I'm just looking at, the dance stuff.
I'm just saying, if you wanted to, we could pause and come back at a different time after, whatever you want to do, however works for you.
Well, yeah. But I'm thinking that then you have Rosh Hashanah, and then you have Yom Kippur, or Kol Nidre, Yom Kippur, and then Sukkot.
Yes.
So you're talking like a month off.
Yeah. It's like back to back to back. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's what it is. Whatever you want to do. I'm just asking what you want to do. I know things get busy for you and with Mike and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm not thinking I'm going to do the next book. I just don't think that I could actually be dependable. I couldn't say, yeah, I'm going to be here every single week. That's not really going to work for me. Some weeks it's just fine, like nothing to, like it doesn't even act like there's anything wrong. Other weeks, oh boy, it's not. I mean, you just know that there's stuff that's not right. So it's hard for me to say, but I will definitely think about that and let you know for sure next week.
Okay.
We'll see how far.
Because we've got the 11th and the 12th, and then you go right into 21st. And then starting the 26th, so all in September, so you've got 1 week, 1 week,
20th too.
3 weeks. Yeah,
The 20th is Coleman Day and the
Yeah.
21st is Yom Kippur.
right.
Yep.
Mhm.
And then we go right into Sukkot shortly after that.
Right.
So yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming up. So
Just
Alright.
let us know.
I will. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Mazel Tov. Actually, Mazel Tov is pretty cool. It says congratulations. Mazel Tov literally means the mazel, and so it's a good mazel. So it's a good. The mazel are the stars and like astronomy and all that. But anyway, so it's kind of a funny thing once you learn. I always thought it meant congratulations, and technically, it means a good consolations. Anyway, so in this pivotal lesson, you will begin to properly pronounce and read Hebrew words, which you're already doing. In particular, you will study the following: the 2 basic rules for dividing a Hebrew word into syllables, 2 types of dotted letters and how they affect word division, the shva and how to know when it's vocal or silent, the furtive patak, in Hebrew diphthongs and how to pronounce them. Which I think is kind of funny because this is it right here. Diphthongs, how you pronounce them. And I think that's all we get about diphthongs in this particular book. But I don't know that we really need more than that. So, any letter except the gutturals, aleph, he, chet, ayin, and resh, can take a dot inside it called a dagesh mark. Dagesh actually just means emphasis, and the presence or absence of a dagesh mark may affect the way in which a Hebrew word is divided into syllables and pronounced, which is funny because almost every book that I've read teaches the resh doesn't take a dagesh either. But I think I might have told you already. In 1 Samuel, there is a verse, and it has a dagesh in the resh. So that threw me, and I thought, somebody didn't tell Samuel that was not allowed. But in very rare cases, there are 17 times in all of Scripture that the resh does take a dagesh, and it is rare. And at some point it loses its gutturalness and becomes a full consonant. I'm not really sure how that all happened because I can't remember, but I know I have it in my miscellaneous notes at home, and I know it's in there 17 times with a dagesh.
It just doesn't seem to me like it's a guttural. That's why it's like a.
I know, me either. But that was that.
But it may
So
have not made-
It's like, why is that a guttural?
the resh may not make the sound that we think it made.
Right.
Because it used to be, didn't like hey, it used to be that host, like, remember we were talking about that? Was it hey? Had that more ghost sound, that GH sound instead of a. Sorry.
no, don't sorry.
That's what Rob Mike taught us
Yeah,
way
I'm
back.
pretty
in the
sure
day.
Yes.
Okay, so it may have just changed its sound over the time, I don't know that, I'm just speculating.
And that's
but-
what I was looking up in here.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, you reminded us.
That's why, and now we don't pronounce it that way, but that's why when you had the dagesh in there, same with the dalet.
It did too. And the tav, when it carried a dagesh, was a th.
Yep, I remember.
Or without it was a th. One or the other.
yeah.
Yes. So, and now they're still there, but we don't necessarily pronounce it different, according to Mr. Mansour. That was what I read last night. All of a sudden I was like, I forgot what I was even looking for, but that was it. So, yeah. Okay, that's it. That's that. And I should have marked it better because now I won't be able to find what I was looking for. The Shavah's marked. Let's see. The Shavah is a mark placed under a letter that does not have a vowel. The Shavah directly affects how to divide the Hebrew word into syllables. So you have a Shavah, which is vocal, a vocal E or S sound. Shva. Actually, it's It's just a funny little word. I always call it the unvowel. When it's silent, there's no sound at all. So you have schwa, which is vocal. At the beginning of a letter or word, it is always a vocal. In the middle of the word, it is not always. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. And then you have your diphthongs, which starting on from left to right, or right to left, sorry. Av, which is a long vowel. You have your kamatz, yod with a vav. Ui, it's a shurek with a yod. Oi, it's my favorite word, oi. I say it all the time. Now Vera says it all the time too. Ai, your and then you have your kamatz in yod, which is I as an aisle, I, and same with your patak. Both of them are long. Anytime you have a yod in your vowel, makes it a long vowel. I say that all the time. So on 185, so to divide your dividing words into syllables, in order to properly pronounce your Hebrew, you're going to need to understand how the word is divided. Units of distinct sound, for example. These are two basic rules for dividing a Hebrew word into syllables, as explained below. Number one, the number of syllables equals the number of vowels. I think I've said that many times in here. A syllable always begins with a consonant, except when the word begins with a shurek, which is a form of conjunction, and may end with either a consonant or another vowel. Since one vowel per syllable, the number of syllables is in a word is the same as the number of vowels. We will indicate word division by drawing a line between the syllables and then placing the number 1, 2, and so on directly below, sometimes above each consecutive syllable. So just as the practice here, you have your one vowel. Because you have one syllable, the word is ki. Ki actually means because. That little word there means because. Your second one, dalet. Dalet. You see it's one syllable. It is, and I got to put my hand over there because I'm already going down to the next row. And your second syllable is let, 2 syllables. 3 syllables, you have la, red. Re is your accent because there's 2 syllables in a row. La redet. And then I emphasized the wrong one, but it is 3 syllables. 1, 2, and 3. La redet. 4 vowels here. You have ha rachama, and it is 1, 2, 3, 4. Because you have 4 vowels, you have 4 syllables.
And the accent is where?
And
Last.
on this one, you're gonna go with your the last syllable.
Of course.
Your syllables can be open or closed. So this to me was the fun part. I a friend of mine, when we did it in the other book, even every word we figured it all out, and then we had to say whether it's open or closed, open, closed. And she was like, it's too much work. But we did it, and now it was fun. We ended up having fun with it because that's what we do. So ki, again, you have one syllable or one vowel. It is open. Why is it open? Because there's no consonant. There's no stopper. So your second one, you have 2 syllables because you have 2 vowels. Dalet, your first one is open. And your second consonant, or your second vowel, has the tav at the end. It stops it. Therefore, that is yours. If the tav had any vowel underneath it, it would be an open syllable, but it doesn't, so it's closed. Your 3-syllable word, la redet, is open. the la is open, re is open, det is closed. And your fourth one, harachama, ha is open, resh is open, ha is open, ma is open. Because it's kamatz and hey, therefore the hey is part of the vowel. If the hey had a dot in the middle of it, it would be a closed syllable. So you'll see
How
that.
do you make it a closed syllable? It's just.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's because it's ma. But if
But it's not closed because
No, but she says if there's a
if
dot.
there would be a dot in the hey
Yeah,
at the end, the vowel is still under the mem.
right. Oh, okay, it would be another.
then it would become closed.
But
because
the
that's
dot in the middle of the hey would make that a closed syllable because that would be a stopping. When you have the dagesh in the hey, it gives the hey the full consonantal value. Here it is part of the vowel.
So you go maha.
Kind of. You go ma. It's more breathy, more.
Okay.
Do you remember that with Mike in the class? I don't know what we did. We would go ma, because you know you got to emphasize that. No, nobody had to do it that much, but we did, just because it was a fun class. So, lesson 12. Dividing your Hebrew word, the analysis on 186. You first are going to look at the word and you're going to see how many syllables. So here the first one is 1, 2. You're going to write in here in your page or on a different page. Syllable number, how many? You have 2. What is the transliteration? Me is M-E, lam, L-A-M. What is your vowel? Your vowel name for your mem is segol. It's a short vowel, and the status is open. Here you have lam for your second syllable. It's a kametz. The vowel is long, and it's closed because it has a mem on the end, mem sofiti. So sounding out the word, when you're sounding out the Hebrew word, the vowels run together in a fluid way, like the accent, unless otherwise indicated on the last syllable. The following diagram details the separate steps performed when sounding out a word. Melam. I remember thinking all these little arrows, and I thought, wait, what? But yeah, melam. And the same. We already went over all that. So, and 187, if you go there, here you have your some samples of dividing Hebrew words into their syllables. And your first one, I think should be the second one, but whatever. The word is
Raccoon.
yes. You might be sorry. I think that I was stopped because I thought, it might be kind of good for, you could read it. And see how we're gonna flow. Lechem. Did you say it, Tanya? Lechem.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can start us off.
Sorry, what do you want me to do? I said the word.
The same thing we did. So we're gonna do.
All right.
And actually, this is all written out, so you can actually read it.
It's 2 syllables.
Kind of.
And what else do you want to know?
The vowel.
Oh, it's 2 syllables. And it's a closing is the mem at the end.
Okay, so you're gonna want to take your first syllable first.
Yeah.
Cover up the other 2 if you have to. Le. So le transliterates to. Your lamed and your segol transliterates to le. What vowel is it?
Segol.
What class is it? Long, short, reduced?
It is going to be short.
Yes. Is it opened or closed?
It is open.
Yes. And then your next syllable, chem.
The next syllable is a hey with a segol. And it is a short, and the mem closes it.
So So it's closed because of the men.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. Number 2, Joe.
Example 2, we got notain. First syllable is no, which is the vowel is the whole vav. It's a long vowel and it's open. The second syllable is tain, or they've got 10. I guess technically it is it's a cetera. So it'd be tain.
Yeah, tain.
Anyways, so it's a cetera, long, and then it's a closed. So
Good.
it's notain.
Notain. Natan is your shoresh. Means he gave. Here he's either giving or you can go his given. But oh, 3, Steve.
Right, so we're doing Elohim. First syllable is going to be A. That's right, A. It's a. Oh, it's a. Oh, bother. What is that?
Ketef.
Katef.
Yep.
My brain was saying Katuf, and I'm like, something's wrong here.
That's a vowel, but it's not
It's
this
a
one.
vowel, but not, yeah, it's a Katef Segol, and it is going to be short and open. Next syllable is lo. It has a cholem. That's a long vowel, and it's open. And then we have him, which is a chirech yod. There it is. It's a long vowel, and it is closed off at the end of the word.
Perfect.
Simple 4 is A, may, hem. The first syllable is A, which is zeta yod, and that's a long vowel, and it's open. And then the second one is ne, which is also zeta yod, long and open. And then the last one is chem, which is several short, closed. I'm the chem.
A neghem is is your eyes. It's you masculine, plural.
Your eyes, did you say?
Like eyes of you or
Right.
use. All use guys. Yes. Okay.
And then we have in 5, we've got Adonai. Nainu.
No,
We got another new.
no.
Okay, Adonai nu.
Adonai nu.
Adonai. Okay, ne.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because of that. Okay, so we have an aleph. That is a katak, right? Katak. Then we have a dalet with a colon.
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry, we have to finish that up. So the aleph is short and it is open.
Yep.
And we have a dalet colon, and that is short. No, long. Ko is long, and it is open. No, nay. Did you say nay? Nay. That was because of the yod, right?
Yeah, it's a diphthong.
Stay right. Yep. Stay
The
right.
yod is what makes it. That's why I'm like, where are these yods in here? That's what makes them diphthongs.
Yeah, it becomes the letter
That's-
A.
It took me a while. That's why I said I'm
Says
afraid.
A.
Some things are going. Oh, that's why that's there.
But doesn't fall under the particular diphthongs. It is a full variant vowel. I don't.
Oh, that's right. It's if it's diphthong, and it would say like Adonai. It would say the I sound like in Adonai. Sorry.
So this is Sere. The sound of the Sere is A as in gray, or so when you add the and that's something else I think is interesting
Yeah.
too, because the A, Sere, is a long vowel. So with the yod,
Because they made it a diphthong, basically, NEI.
Well, in English, yeah, it would be, but in Hebrew apparently it isn't. So it's like it's like the letter AY together. Nay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it didn't rate our diphthong
Yeah, it's not technically a diphthong.
on the other page here.
Yeah, not a diphthong. Okay, yeah, I see that. Okay, and then we have a noon and a, what the heck is that, a vav?
Says right
So-
underneath, it's a shoe.
So it says shurek.
Sure. And I'm not cheating.
Oh,
Trying to do it myself.
sucker.
I can do it myself. Maybe. And it's long, and it's open.
I have a question.
Okay.
So with the Aleph, they're saying that it's a short, but the Ketef Patak should be a reduced. Is it because it's an Aleph that they're saying it's a short?
The katef patak,
Mhm.
it is reduced.
But they're saying it's short.
There.
Yeah.
That's what
At
I'm
some
asking,
point
is
they
it to do with
dropped
the Aleph?
reduced. I noticed that in chapter
Yeah, okay,
11.
that's what I thought.
Reduced just flew away, and those became short
Yeah.
as
All
well.
right.
And you know what? And it really depends on the book, because others just say that this is the only book that says reduced.
Okay.
The
I thought
other
maybe
books do
it's
not
just
say
because it's
reduced. It just says a short vowel.
So they must have
It's-
gotten through chapter 11 and said, this is getting way too complicated. Do it, just go short.
So yeah,
That
it's a
works
short
for
vowel.
me, I'm good, I'm just like,
So that's where I finally went to. It's just the unvowel. It's kind of sort of a vowel, but it's not really a vowel.
okay.
It takes the place of a vowel. And here, because the Gurus can't take Ishva, they have to take. That's why you get your.
The good old can't take a short.
Gotcha, okay. I couldn't
So just
figure out
Ishva,
what
because
that
they
was.
don't. Especially the two of them don't have a sound of their own anyway. So they have to take the. That's what I said. You know, I don't know who came up with this whole plan of. Well, I mean, I know who they were, but what a task!
Mm.
I mean, who thought up all these dots and dashes and lines, and you know, they're either genius or crazy, one of the two, or a little both, or the job made them crazy. I don't really know. I sure it made me crazy trying to learn them. Yeah,
Well, I don't have my vowel names memorized, so I would have to cheat on the vowel names.
you can read it. These are.
We've all
That's what
been
I'm
reading
saying, I'm
it,
not
so.
gonna have, I don't have those names memorized, so I will be reading those. But this is, Matt, Ella, Ella, let's see if I can get it all together here. Met Ella, who?
Very good.
Okay.
That's a noon.
What's? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then, okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 syllables. The first one is open, 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 open. They're all open.
Yep.
And I have to cheat on the vowels here. Sable, C-sable, Donnet, and Shuret.
Is that Ketef?
Which one?
Is that what they're saying, is it the C, when they do the C sego, it's a Ketef, right? Sego,
Yes.
oh, okay.
What is it?
Ketef.
Attack.
I
I wasn't here for that lessons. Oh, so they just shortened it.
Let's see,
Okay.
yeah.
Otherwise, it'd be really long.
Which lesson I missed?
it came in at what, 11?
I came in at 11. I knew
10.
how the vowels made, but I didn't have the names of all the
Okay. Impressive. Good stuff. I think there was that.
Uh-oh, they're taking away our keys.
Okay,
I
now
have to go back and look.
divide, huh?
The vowel names haven't sunk in with me either.
You don't have
You know what?
We
There's
went through the whole thing, and then honestly, I realized the way they ordered it and taught them jumbled my mind all up and mixed them, and I have to deconstruct it and learn them in a different way for my little brain.
I can make
So-
flashcards or something.
I'm
you
working
can use
on it.
this for now.
Ooh,
And then I'll
yeah.
just take it back
Thank you.
when,
No, I don't have to flip.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
That'll help. That'll help a lot. It's not my turn though.
Oh, I need to turn to one more page. Okay. Divide and conquer. Divide each Hebrew. Okay, we're just doing the exact same thing we did on the other page, except for now you're on your own.
Okay. Me and Rem, and I had 3, and the first one was with the mem and the curate.
She's doing the exact one. Good. Smart. Nothing.
She's
Go ahead.
got it covered.
I do have it covered.
You are good.
The second mem has a sigol. I'm sorry, the first mem is short. The first curate mem, curate. The mem sigol is short, and the resh sigol is short and it's closed.
Good.
Yeah, no.
Are we going to cross
And-
it down?
Across. Oh, I should have sat down now that I saw your paper.
Well, okay, so we got 3 syllables. We got Ral,
Rail.
rail. That's right, because it's a tsere. So the first syllable is hey. It's a goal. It's open. I believe it's short, isn't it?
Yes.
That's the I didn't have was short. The second is the ayin with the. I know it's an ah sound, but I can't think of the name of the vowel.
Comments.
Comments. And that's also a short.
Is it?
Is it a long?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And that's open. And then rail is a tseri. And I believe that's short.
Long.
Is it? Okay. Long. And it's closed.
Good. Okay.
Guess
Next.
we're going a little bit different. Or am I this one?
Yep, you are the.
What is the
You
word?
read.
I'm sorry, what is the word? I'm sorry, I missed the word.
I didn't say the word.
You got shofar.
I got shofar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shofar.
That is the word, but I hadn't said it yet. Thank you, Joe.
What does it mean?
No, she's asking about yours.
Your-
Oh, your word, Joe.
What was your word?
He-
Trans,
Hey, oh, what does it mean?
no, what
Hey.
is the word?
Hey, ral. Rail. Hey, rail. Because the tsere says a, tsere, a.
He. Wouldn't it be? No. He.
So it's rail. Yeah. Because the goal's right? And then
Yeah.
the comments is So it's hey, rail.
That's a tough combination of vowels there. Well, my word is very easy. It's shofar. Yes, it has 2 syllables. Yes. Okay.
He's like, what?
I know that. That usually means I should pay attention. This is going to be a kolem vav,
Yes.
which is a long vowel.
Mhm.
Did I skip something? And it's closed.
The first syllable?
It's open.
Yes.
I'm sorry, it's open. I was looking at the word over here and it's scrambling my brain. It's open. The first one's open. The second syllable has I know that one, a kamatz. Oh, I should have said its second syllable is far. It has a kamatz. That's a long vowel, and the syllable is closed.
Good. The Charlotte, ha'arel is the curse.
Is what?
Is the curse.
The curse.
The hay is the. I just looked it up in Blue Letter Bible. I mean, do it in Hebrew. It may be conversation.
Is the curse.
Yep.
No.
Thank you.
Sound like derail. Like how your words derail.
Derail. Something derail.
First syllable is ba. It's three syllables. First one is ba, and that's a talk. Open, short. And then the second one is ta, and it's a tata patak, open, reduced. And the last one is mot. It's a one. And it's closed long.
Good. Bahamot is animals like cattle, animals of the field. Behama is actually an animal. Behamot is plural. It's a feminine gender word, so it ends in ot. The critters. Okay. Next.
Okay, we have a child and a girl and there and so we have three vowels. Tab and a, what is that thing? That's the something about. So the colon valve.
There you go.
Colon valve. And that's a colon valve, and so it is toe,
Yep.
toe. And then we have, so that would be, it's an open. And then we have a ballot with a seagull. And that is A, and that is a, what's that? That a calf on the end?
So feet, yep.
So, yeah. Oh, and that is, that's a zere, something.
It's a seagull under the dalet. Is that what you? I might have missed
Oh,
something.
under the dalet, that was a sickle, yeah.
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 And,
And you're
it's open, and then the last one is a, calf, so feet, and it is comet something,
Yeah, just comments.
because it's this so feet, so it's gonna put it beside it rather than underneath it?
yeah,
Okay.
and usually So todeka is the ka in the sofit there. Usually sofits don't necessarily take a vowel underneath it, but here you do because it's actually possessive. So it's like toda toda is to thank you, or is to thank. Todeka is thanking you, masculine. The ka makes it you, feminine or masculine singular.
I had totally come. I'm like, that doesn't sound right. I'm like,
Todeka. Either you think
I had it
you
as
are.
a race out of Abdallah.
I know, it's like I have to be so careful with those, it's like, what is that?
I know, and I looked at it and I said it out loud and I'm like, it doesn't sound right, but I'm not sure what part doesn't sound right. That's what it was.
It was right. Okay.
Okay, so hada shim. Hada shim.
Okay. Your vowel under your chit is a chametz, katef chametz, and that makes that an O. Ko dashim.
Yeah.
So anytime you see a chametz with the shva in front of it, it is automatically an O. The chametz is a long vowel. This makes it a short O. That's what it makes it.
Okay.
But don't worry about it. I've got that wrong too.
We can.
What I'm saying is I've done it through the book and I still get it wrong.
So if you look here, okay.
It is.
Oh.
Yeah,
You
that's
think after you've been through the book once, you're going to
and otherwise.
This is just right out.
Yeah.
I thought we
Well,
just-
as that's reduced, some books are just gonna say short, some are gonna, this one says reduced up until
Yeah.
it decides not to. It does, except for this is a long A.
Yeah.
What tells you it is the O is the schwa in front of it.
It's just trying
And
to
so
work out that if
anytime
you
you
reduce
see
an A
a
enough,
schwa,
you must wind up with an O in the mind of the people that
This
came up
one's a
with
little
this.
harder to tell, but we'll get to that another.
Gotcha. Okay, that's what I was having trouble
And
with
the
that
funny
one.
thing is to think about when the Masoretes were doing
Okay,
this,
so,
it may have not even sounded exactly like what we hear today because the language is continuing to evolve. So
Yeah.
Hoda-Shagin, is that Hoda-Shagin, or how do you?
Code dashim, correct.
Hoda-Shagin, okay. Okay, so the first one is long, short.
Wait, the first one then is
The first syllable is long, right?
short. So your first, the O, the katef kametz is a reduced or short vowel.
Oh, since it said, oh, I thought it was long. Okay.
No,
Sure.
I might have confused you when I said the kametz is a long.
Uh-huh.
When it has the shva in front of it, it automatically reduces it to a short O.
That was a tough one.
It-
Okay, so short. And then there's a,
Okay, we're gonna do it again.
sorry, I'm seeing.
No, don't be sorry.
So you're gonna have short for that one.
Yeah.
That's an
those
O.
can be short.
Then you have your chametz, and you come back up here. It is a long chametz, it's a long A. Ho da shim is a kirik yod, which makes it long, and then you have your stopper here, your mem sofi. Ho da shim.
Okay.
Kodesh is month. Kodeshim is months. The word, this word is months.
Okay.
So this is short, long, closed. Open, closed.
Wow, I gotta do some studying this week. Now that I know what we're doing a little bit, that's what the color is done.
Well, yeah, but we didn't go over it last week, so
What did you call it? Chapter 12? Pitiful.
That's what Bonnie. That's what Bonnie always calls.
I like that. I'm like I said, but that fits.
She was pointing out.
It is pivotal. It is the pivotal
Yes,
chapter.
that's right, yes.
Pivotal.
The pivotal chapter is pitiful.
I said pivotal. I say pivotal. Bonnie says it's the pitiful chapter.
Joe says it's pitiful.
And she said that recently. She goes, "Oh, what chapter are you on?" We're gonna start in 12. Oh, that pitiful chapter. Like, it's the pivotal. She's not to me.
If it's pivotal, that means to go up from here, right? And just go up.
Mhm. Yep.
So when you crash and burn or you make it. It's pivotal.
Pivotal could mean it's all downhill from here. Could pivot either way. Let's.
Or it could be go all uphill from here.
That's right. It's all up. It's all good.
And my sister would go, "I don't know why you always have to have a positive attitude about everything." I go, "Because you don't." Oh. Okay. Are we ready to move on? This is kind of a lot.
Another diabolical section, right?
We need practice, Leslie. We need like we were to give you like
I'm
a review
surprised
on
they
it to
didn't
see if
do
you
more
remember it.
of a practice on that. I'm surprised they didn't do more practice on that. It really was only
I know
like
it.
6.
Well, I think because they threw so much stuff in here, and really, though, once you start reading, you're gonna break them down and look at them. Oh, that was what we ended up. I was wondering how we ended up doing that. What we ended up doing was when we got to the part where we were reading the words, we would look at them and we would go through each word. Kadosh. Okay, now break it down. Is it open? You know, long, short, open, close. So every word we read, we did the same thing.
And do you
As
find
we were doing it.
that helpful though to do that? To break it down like that?
It helps in learning to pronounce. Then
Okay.
Even now, I'll just say that I'll be reading something really fast and someone will, yeah, but what about that? I go, oh yeah, I missed that one.
Okay.
So sometimes if it's really a word you've never seen or it's got like 10 vowels in there, it's easy to miss one. So, and this week we have Brenna reading from the scroll. Yay. So the scroll will be open again this week, and she has one word in there that's, I think there's 7. And she goes, "Oh, those long ones always kill you." I go, "They really do."
She read the scroll of Esther. Not in Hebrew, but she read the scroll of Esther last term.
Right.
I'm pretty sure she did.
She read her portion last year from the scroll.
Did she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was her first one.
Sure,
So she's on her second aliyah.
I noticed when she was reading up, when I was helping you with the scroll, she did a really good job.
Mhm.
She read really well.
Yeah, and she's going to do her Haftorah in Hebrew too.
Nice.
But she said with that one, I have a book and I have vowels. So, but yeah, so we've been reading it together. She does really good. She's got it. So any Hebrew letter except the gutturals again, aleph, he, het, hat, ayin, and resh. Can have a dot inside called a dagash. We just read all that. There are basically 2 kinds of dagashim. Dagash is singular. Dagashim is plural. And it's a masculine word, so therefore it has a masculine plural ending. You need to learn about dagash lene and dagash forte. And if you look at other books or other things online, it would be dagash gadol, which is the yeah. And if it's not gadol, it's it's the little one. The dagash lene is you have 6 Hebrew letters that we've already know the names of them. Beit, Gimel, Dalet, Kaf, Pei, and Tav may appear with or without the dagash placed within it. This dot is called a dagesh lene, as in one small. If one of these 6 letters has a dagesh lene mark in it, it will have the hard pronunciation. Well, with the exception of dalet and gimel, and tav doesn't usually either, for all intents and purposes of this book. If one of these 6, I read that. Otherwise, it has a softer pronunciation. Collectively, these letters are called Beged Kafat letters, as an acronym for the names of the letters. The Beged Kafat letters are as follows: Beit, as in boy; Gimel, as in girl; G, as in G; Dalet, for D, as in door; Kaf, kite; Pei, park; and Tav, T, as in tall. In modern Hebrew, only 3 letters change their sound when there is no dot inside: Beit, Kaf, and Pei. The other letters are pronounced exactly the same as their non-dotted cousins. Consequently, you only need to remember to pronounce these 3 letters differently when they do not have the dagesh lene mark. I think that's just a little tad bit wordy. Just saying. These 3, we've already learned that they don't necessarily sound different, or these do. These sound different. The other 2 do not. So I love this. You already know these letters. The letter Veit, for example, Beit and Veit, is simply the letter Beit without the dot. It is without the dagesh lene inside. The presence or absence of the dot only affects the way you pronounce the word. So Beit, Veit. Kaf, Kaf. Pei, Fei. So is it a P or is it a F sound? So remember, only 3 letters change their sound when there is a dot inside. The other 3 Beged Kafat letters are pronounced exactly as their, I like that, non-dotted cousins.
Is the dot there because of tradition then, or
no, actually,
it's shifted, or
I
mean the ones that you don't change the sound.
We don't change the sound now. I'm not saying they didn't.
That's the same thing that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
They
yeah.
used to change the sound, and it's
So like a
dropped,
tav.
They just kept a little dagesh in the word.
Yeah.
So it's visually recognizable.
Yes, and there would be like we were talking about earlier, like more of like for like the G with the gimel.
Yeah.
I mean, gimel is the G. Gimel with the dagesh would be more like a GH kind of sound.
Okay.
What now we just have gimel, and it's just girl. So or the G sound.
That's like
Same with the tav. Tav with the dagesh was I get them confused. TH sound. That's why when you see like on congregations it says Beth Israel, it's really just Beit. It has the TH sound because they have the dagesh in the middle. Beit Israel is really the name of it. So it's House of Israel.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
yeah.
Just how it changed pronunciation.
But yeah, it just once they and actually the change came when Israel came, or when Hebrew came back. For a while it was the language was gone; it wasn't really spoken, and then it was redeemed or resurrected, and things changed after that. And then once they started printing, that's when everybody would be able to read it. That's when they wanted them to read it correctly. Therefore, the vowel dots and dashes came into play.
They couldn't quite get back to all of them pronunciation-wise.
Well, and actually, even it used to be years ago, every letter had a final form. Now we only have 5.
Yeah.
And a lot of that was to do with because it was written on parchment. Parchment was not easy to come by, so you used a final form. You knew that was the end of your sentence. And so then you would go on. So you didn't necessarily have final forms in the middle of your sentence. You used them at the end of your sentence. Then you knew, but then you didn't have to have a space in between. Now you have space in between, that you can, but for whatever reason, we went through that. For whatever reason, they saved their 5. The only thing I ever found out was that it's probably their favorite. Whatever that means.
Yeah.
So anyway, so here we have all of the Hebrew letters except for your gutturals, including the Beged Kafat letters, can take the dot that looks exactly like the Dagesh Lene, but is called a Dagesh Forte. So double it. Unlike the Lene, the Dagesh Forte does not affect the pronunciation of a letter, but rather it affects the word's syllabification by doubling the value of the consonant.
So that's where you have a double M.
Yes. So when
Shabbat.
yes,
Gonna have
But
a,
Shabbat would have a dot in it anyways, because it's a B. So is it a double B or a single B?
but
I'm teasing, I'm just teasing, sorry.
the letter
okay.
the letter with the Dagesh Forte always causes the previous syllable, if any, to be closed, and in effect divides the syllable at the letter. So they give the example of Nisi. So you have a nun with a kirek, a samek with a dagesh and a kirek yod. So what you're going to do, as it shows you in the second illustration there, you're going to split that samek right down the middle. Nisi. Here on the third illustration, Nisi.
Wait, what's your question?
I know, that's why I was teasing her.
Okay. It's same. It does happen with Shabbat. In fact, Shabbat is the next one. Okay. So then you get to look at it says so in these examples you're going to see your Dagesh Forte in the Samek. The letter is doubled. So then the first one is an S as a closing sound, and the previous syllable, and the nis is the second S as the sound of following the syllable. So you translate it nisi, and if you're transliterating NISSI, nisi, which is pretty cool because nisi is your banner or your flag, your banner.
So, I mean, we know the word Shabbat.
Mm-hmm.
So we run into that again when it's a bait. And we just have to figure out which one it is.
Yes, and here's how. So you have your Beged Kafat letters. They also can take the Dagesh Forte, but as we mentioned, the dots, they're exactly identical. So just looking at it isn't going to tell you. So how do you tell if it's a Beged Kafat letter or a Lene or a Forte dot? The rule goes like this. The dot in the Beged Kafat letter is Forte only if it is preceded by a vowel. Otherwise, it is a Lene. So because you have, it makes it a Dagesh Forte because you have your bait in your second letter there is followed by the sheen that has a patak under it. Therefore, you're going to cut that in half, and it is Shabbat.
Too bad Hanukkah wasn't that easy to figure out.
What's that?
I said, too bad the word Hanukkah wasn't that easy to figure out.
Chanukah.
Hanukkah?
Okay. Are we okay? Your next one for the example, I always forget to read. The example, notice the first one has the Dagesh and the bait. Now, is this a Forte or a Lene? Since it's preceded by the vowel, the patak, the bait must have a Dagesh Forte. Thus, we divide the word into two closed syllables and transliterate it as a Shabbat. And you can hear it, even if you say it fast, Shabbat. You always hear that first bait. You don't go Shabbat. It's Shabbat. You can hear it when you say it. Note that if the Beged Kafat letter has a Dagesh Forte, it is pronounced exactly as it had as if it had a dagesh lene. The presence of forte only doubles the value of the letter.
Now I want to remember one of the Siddhars, because in one of the Siddhars it says Shabbat. I'm not kidding you, and it's Shabbat.
It is Shabbat.
Yeah. So I was going to ask you, I'm like, I sang it that way all the time, but I'm just like, I'm sure there's a reason.
Could be somebody made a mistake.
Could be.
Or they know more than we do.
Could be.
Wanted to throw you off.
Maybe it fit the song better.
Well, that is one thing though. Music takes a lot of liberties that doesn't necessarily like. He is my defense. I will not be moved.
Yes,
You know.
exactly.
Moved. It's moved. But yeah. So when you start singing songs, there's a lot of things going on there. So our third example here, you have the dagesh lene in your kaf. It is not preceded by anything. Therefore, you know it is a lene. You're going to break that down as two syllables, ki, kar, and one, and it's closed. The second one is a closed syllable. So in the example, you notice that the word has the dagesh in the kaf. Is this a forte or lene? Since it's not preceded by a vowel, there's no syllable with a vowel preceding it. The kaf must be a dagesh lene. Thus, we divide the word into one open syllable and one closed syllable and transliterate it as kikar. Kikar. So the general rule, if there's a dot inside a letter, double its value. If it's a beged kafat, double the value only if it's preceded by a vowel. Okay? Any letter except guttural can take the dot called the forte. This is the summary. This dot doubles the value of the consonant and causes the previous syllable, if any, to be closed. A dot in a beged kafat letter is a forte only if it is preceded by a vowel. Otherwise, it is a lene. I used to think that was so funny. Just the beged kafat. And then I thought, what was that rule again? So your dagesh transliteration examples. Each word has one or more dagesh marks. It should say each word has one or more dageshim. The type of dagesh mark is identified, lene or forte, and the transliteration is given. So we're going to go ahead and read those. We have plenty of time. Now, where do we leave off?
I don't know. Was it me?
No. Marcia read the last one.
Charlotte's over the one.
No.
Time.
Tanya's turn.
Yeah, we're going, yeah.
You're up. You got nominated.
I was just reading, sorry, it's devour. It's not a double because it doesn't have a dagesh. It's a V because it doesn't have a dagesh. Right?
Right, but the dalet has, so is it not?
Oh, no, that one, the dalet is not doubled, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, it's lean, sorry. And it doesn't double.
Okay, so why isn't it doubled?
Because it's at the beginning of the word and there's no, vowel.
Vowel.
I was gonna say aleph, there's no vowel preceding that.
You're correct.
Deber, and it is in the dalet it's lene, and the bait is forte.
Yeah.
Oh, that's me. Right. Okay.
I thought you were working through it.
No, I wasn't. I was just sitting here looking at these names. Oh my goodness. This has got to be Eva.
Yes.
T. Oh, that's a sorry, not an I. Gosh, that's okay. So let me try again. It's a. No, I can't do it. Siva. Siva.
Yeah.
And we have a dagesh in the vav. Exciting. That's forte because it's preceded by a vowel. It will be dubl. We have a double V.
And it's not a shurik because it has the vowel under it.
Yes.
That's right. That's what was messing me up at first. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
which way do I go?
It is.
Panic.
It is a V because it carries the vowel. Correct. Ziva. I know they throw you when you're reading though because all of a sudden, really, there's not that many. That the V is actually the vav is actually a V. I mean,
Right.
in comparison to all of the other that you
It's
read.
almost always a vowel.
Yeah, and it's like
And when you run across it as a consonant, you're like, wait.
yeah.
Why didn't they just put a vape? It would have been so much easier.
Okay.
Sadiq, and that's forte because the dalet is preceded by a vowel.
I know.
Oh, I missed something.
Trying to do it without cheating. I know we have a forte here. I'll tell you that.
Yep.
What's the word? And that's gonna be there's a vowel. Is that considered a vowel?
Yes.
Dagesh is considered a vowel?
In the second
No.
one, that's a shurik vav.
The
dagesh in the mem.
Yeah.
The
So-
dagesh in the M.
It's a dagesh.
yeah, you're looking at the mem.
Now look at how many syllables do we have?
2 syllables.
We have 2 syllables, so it's
They're both closed syllables.
so it's gonna be the ayin and the mem is 1 syllable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, that's what I was trying to sort out here. And they're both closed, and then you've got the, whatever that symbol thing is there. Don't you love it?
The
And that would be a about,
no. Okay, so you have your vav is actually a U type vowel. It is the shurek. So your mem is a forte because you're going to double it.
yeah,
Amud.
mood,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's a D, that's it. So I am mood, okay?
Okay, let's see. Okay, wait a minute, there's nothing that's divided. So there's just ahavat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ahavta.
Ahavta.
So your dagesh and your tav.
Ahavta. Yeah, because there's nothing dividing it or anything, so.
Perfect.
I'm a little.
Ahavta is you shall love.
Is what?
Or you shall love, and you shall love the Lord your God. The ahavta.
That's why.
Sometimes.
Ahavta.
It's
That's
not
how
preceded by a vowel because it has the not a vowel marker underneath.
Yes.
The shah.
So
Got it.
Sometimes a
okay.
vowel.
So the Shabbat does
Like
not
this
Y,
case, it's a
sometimes Y
silent
is a vowel.
I haven't learned that yet. Don't confuse me.
They like to throw in the
Yeah,
you're like, oh, I'm so smart. I know this early.
Yeah.
Shabbat does not make it a vowel. because I had 4 syllables in there, but the schwa does not make it a vowel.
In this case, it's an ending mark. It's ending that vowel or ending that syllable. So hav is your second syllable.
So it's going to be aleph. This is the first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the aleph.
And it's
is
open.
Yep.
Hav.
And we got hav. So that makes, because it's not a syllable on its own. Okay.
A havta.
Yeah, but I had 4 syllables, not 3.
Yeah, it's actually a 3-syllable word.
Okay.
That's an interesting one.
Oh, sorry.
It's not you anyways.
I was gonna say, I don't think it's me. I'm like,
It is, she did a hard cut.
oh, it is.
Oh, she did?
Sorry.
I thought she did that. Oh,
Oh.
sorry.
I'm like, I did
Sorry.
shisha, or sha, but that's not the one I'm on. Ata, that's the one I'm on. There's a she did a hafta.
Okay. Is it forte? Is it lene?
50-50 shot, forte.
That's one way to approach it.
Well, in music, forte means get louder, so I guess if you think of it as getting louder, it means you double it. So that'll help me to remember it, probably.
Yeah, isn't lene also a musical term and it means to shrink it down or shorten it?
I don't think so.
It
I don't
isn't?
remember that one.
I was not a
I'm
music
wondering if
person.
these words are Italian.
I know.
Added on
Well, I know
later
forte.
subtly.
Forte will help me to remember double the sound.
I vaguely remember forte from choir in 8th grade, but
Down that, the reduced vowels should be pizzicato.
Ata means you. You, masculine, singular, which is a kamasan hey. You would think that it would be feminine, but it's not. It's an irregular,
Ah,
which is confusing. At is you, feminine. Seems to me it should be the other way around. But whatever. What do I know?
so we got shisha or shisha. It's forte.
oh. It keeps messing with me. Okay, it's begin.
Yes, I get it.
Begin. Oh, that little stress thingy up the carrot. Begin. Chomp on the carrot. Begin. Lene.
He is forte.
Higit is like the telling. Like when we use at Passover, you use the Haggadah. Hagit is the telling. Haggadah is your book.
Okay.
And it's the story. Hagit is to tell. Okay. Questions?
No, we're working on it.
Oh, absolutely. Me too.
Well, now I
I'm
have to go
glad-
back and review the book and read through it now that I know what I'm actually reading.
Oh, nice. That is true.
Yeah.
So, letters without vowels. Kind of like. Anyway. Earlier, we learned that every Hebrew syllable is composed of a letter and at least one vowel. How many vowels could one letter have? However, this does not mean that every Hebrew letter must have a vowel. For example, the letter that closes a syllable does not have a vowel. If it did have a vowel, it would not close the syllable. Therefore, like ka, todeka, is an open syllable because it ends in that. If any of yours, your tav too, where it ends in a kametz, as it did over here, it is an open syllable. It only closes it if it has no vowel. For example, the word akat, which means number 1. Akkad, we hear that's actually masculine. Akat is 1 in your cardinal letters. Numbers, I mean. Ends with a letter without a vowel. Kat. And you have your sagol. It's an open syllable. It's a short letter vowel. Kat has the tav has no vowel. Therefore, it closes the syllable, which is really what we've been doing already. So in this example, we first determine, okay, it has 2 syllables. The first one is the aleph in skol. We just said all that. And since the next letter, the word does not have a vowel, we decide it's a closed syllable. That is, it ends with a stopping sound. We can transliterate the word akat. So when you have a letter without a vowel at the end of a syllable, on page 193, this page to me was always confusing. You have ma, and you have a lamed, and it has nothing. And your chametz is long, but really, how do you know that? Because your lamed is hanging in here with nothing. It has to have either a shva, which we're going to see here. This would be an open if this were. I think this is the one that it causes us problems all the way around. Because it says it is a 2-syllable word. And it can't be a 2-syllable word because you can't have an empty letter here. That would close.
The only letter that can be empty is
But it should have a schwa.
Top of the page.
It should, but So in the middle of your word, it should have a schwa. But it can't really take a schwa if this is going to be a long vowel. And it says that it's a long vowel. So malcha is spelled the way it is spelled down here in your second example. And this is your closing schwa, malcha. That would make, and it would still make that a 3-syllable if you were technically using it. So what we need to do on page, where was it? I'm trying to go from memory now. 90, nope, that's not it. We see this one again, malcha.
191, did you say?
Yeah, if you go to page 197 for 1 second, you have a 2-syllable word. It's number 3. Your example is number 3 on 197. This your shva closes your syllable, so you have malcha, but that makes it a 2-syllable. But you see what letter or what vowel you have under your mem is a short vowel. Because they have this one with a long vowel, your long vowel would be 1 syllable, because this makes your shva vocal.
Oh.
A shva following a long vowel makes it vocal. And I guess because we haven't actually learned that until in the next couple of pages, that they think they can get away with that. But it's not really true, because we should know that. Well, that's because we went through this so many times and we kept going.
Well,
It doesn't make sense.
So what? Just since we're here,
Mm-hmm.
you
So
said
what we did,
it now isn't silent anymore.
Right.
Exactly.
What sound
Now
does
it
it
would
make?
make, so that'd be the la.
so we either need to add
It'd have
a
to-
shva under our lamed on page 193 and make that a 3-syllable, but because they say it's a 2-syllable, we have to, then the vowel then has to change to a patak, just like the example they gave here on page
So
197.
wait a minute, are you saying
Can't have
that
it
the way to pronounce this properly then would be malaka?
Yes,
Malaka.
yes.
Not
This way, malaka,
malaka.
because you have a quick eh. And
I'm with you.
the shva is always vocal when it follows a long vowel.
Okay.
It is silent when it follows the short vowel. Therefore, if you look at the example of 197, that would be the correct way to spell this. So, What we always did was crossed off the comments and put in a patak. And that would, and that follows the directions that they give to you on page 197.
It's shocking that they didn't just fix that at some point to make it.
I know, and it's been years. We actually sent them, yeah, or asked about it. Huh? No, and then years and years later, because I did this book 20 years ago, it's the same.
Yeah.
So it
It'd
doesn't.
be nice to have their explanation of why
I
it
know,
never
we
got
just
changed.
asked if they could explain it or fix it. If it's not right, then fix it. Otherwise, explain it. And we never got anything. So I don't know. But if you look at the instructions that they're giving you on the next couple of pages, it's got to be a short vowel.
So with the schwa,
That's
does it
not
need to be a patak? If the second sample doesn't need to be a patak because it has the schwa to close.
Yes, they would have to both be.
Oh, they both would have to be a
Yes.
patak?
Yes.
Okay.
So either that or they have to say this is a 3-syllable word. Ma, le, ka. So that's what I said last time. I said there's a word that's not spelled correctly.
Crazy.
Because your schwa is going to close the syllable, so but it doesn't close the syllable if you have a long vowel. So we're just going to bypass this page and keep on going. Now that you have it spelled correctly. And then you go to on 194, you have the letter without a vowel at the beginning. Here you don't know what to do with it. I know what they're saying on your first example, but when they fix it down here on the second one, they didn't fix it correctly. That's all I'm saying. So here they're showing you if you have a mem, but you don't have a vowel, you don't really know what that letter is supposed to say or what that word is supposed to say. You just have, you don't know what it is. Then you have your second syllable is la, and your third syllable chim, because of the kirik yod. It's, don't know what the status is. It's an open syllable. The second syllable and the third syllable is closed. But when you have an opening schwa down here, your second example, you have a quick, oh, I love that. Vowel, none. Well, a schwa is, now they're saying the vowel isn't a, or the schwa isn't a vowel. Technically, it's unvowel. That's why I call it the unvowel. It's a vowel, but it's not really a vowel. But you say melakim. It's very quick, melakim. Because it can't just hang out there without anything at all. How would you pronounce it? You wouldn't know how to pronounce it. And actually, you could, because you're going to take the sound of the letter. I mean, I think we do that when we don't have any vowels on the scroll. But, you know, we practiced a lot of learning.
The top and the bottom are two different words.
In this one, no, it's showing you that it needs to have some kind of marking. The top one is saying, okay, this is incorrect, and then they're showing you why it needs the shava. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
It needs a space holder, so it has a little space holder.
Basically, yeah, you can think of it that way, sure.
Yeah, because that's really all the schwa does is fill that space. Especially if it's vocal, I mean, you gotta have something. Well, I guess they didn't always have something. They didn't always have vowels.
Yeah, no kidding.
So,
I don't know. But then again, they did it by oral tradition, right? They learned to sing with somebody that would listen and say, no, that's not it.
And really, if you're going to have, you know, what I'm saying is, you know, it could be that way without it if they wanted it to, but then you need to be consistent on each of your pages on how you're trying to teach that particular unvowel. So in the bottom example, you have the schwa. It indicates that the mem did not have a vowel, but should be understood to open the first syllable. When a syllable begins with a letter without a vowel, the schwa mark indicates that the letter sound should be quickly vocalized, as if you were trying to pronounce the letter by itself, which is what we said. We would transliterate this word as melakim. Melikim, kings, the kings. So your shva is a mark placed under a letter that does not have a vowel. It is a quick S sound, or it's silent. It's either vocal or silent. It's a little apostrophe thing if you're going to transliterate, and for vocal, and none for silent. Your vocal shva represents the sound of a letter without a vowel. When it opens a syllable, it sounds as if you're trying to pronounce. We already read that. Like Nevi is pronounced Nevi, which is a prophet. A Nevi is a prophet. Usually we will transliterate a shva that opens the syllable with an E, or sometimes with an apostrophe. We do not transliterate the silent shva at all. So here's the thing with the gutturals. Your aleph, hey, chet, ayin, it cannot take a vocal shva, but it uses the katef form. That's, if you really look at your katef forms, it is the vowel, patak, kametz, sigol,
The shva.
with a shva with it, because technically it can't stand with a shva alone. So it takes a vowel sound.
That's all your reduced vowels.
Yep.
Is the race one of them? They got the rough.
Sometimes.
It just,
Is there whatever?
I'm not being funny, it is sometimes.
huh?
They left the race off the federal letters.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Is it supposed to be here or not?
Well, these are your gutturals, and then sometimes resh. Resh follows. Resh isn't technically a guttural letter. It takes.
Sometimes why?
Yeah. It takes like with the dagesh. It's supposed to take the guttural rules, except for in those 17 places in the scripture where it doesn't.
So it doesn't take this rule, because it's not listed.
The third bullet point doesn't list resh.
Right.
So is it supposed to or not?
I don't think that it really necessarily has to, because, and in this instant, no, it doesn't have to, because a resh can take a shva. It's supposed to be in the other where it couldn't take a dagesh. That's why they included it, because it's not supposed to. But here, a resh can take a shva. So it's not included in with these particular gutturals. It's not included in this rule. Or in the other one. The shva can be either vocal or silent. If a shva opens a syllable, it is vocal, whereas if it closes a syllable, it is silent. So how do you know what opens and what closes? You're going to find it in the box. Note that the X refers to any Hebrew letter. Oh yeah. And the rectangular box is going to, below, refers to the shva mark location. So if you have a vocal, a sounding, anything that begins in the beginning of the word is vocal. Any word that begins in the beginning, that starts, ends, begins with a shva, is a vocal shva.
When there's a shva under the first letter of a word,
that is always vocal.
Okay, which is
it's just
this
like an
last
E
one
or
over
S
here.
sound. Yes.
That's why it's vocal, because it's in the first letter.
And then, so we just go, be, ve, ge, de, ve, ze, te. It's just a quick, very quick. So when it is open, a syllable, when it opens or begins a syllable, the shva is a very short E sound. When it closes it or ends it, the syllable, it's silent. So there are 4 cases when, these just used to bug me. I think if you write, it says to memorize all of them. Memorize one. Where either memorize the vocal or memorize the silent. Because I don't know, maybe it wouldn't mess with your head, but it did for me for a little bit there. There it says there are 4 cases. When it begins a word, it is vocal. When it is the second of two in a row, it is vocal. When it is under a dagesh forte, it is vocal. And when following a long vowel, that's why I said with the you couldn't have the long vowel. It is vocal. And then you go to the next page. That's why I say memorize one of these, because it says to memorize them. When it ends a word, it is silent. Didn't we just read that over here?
Mm-hmm.
When it is the first of two in the row, it is silent. When it closes a syllable, it is silent. And when it follows a short vowel, it is silent. So it's just the direct opposite. I always thought I had to memorize 8 different things. Well, first time I went through this, it was like, wow. But no, not so
You
much.
simplify it.
Yeah. So if you memorize one, you already know that it's automatically, it's not what this is. Or if you memorize the silent one, you know the other ones are automatically vocal. So here you have Lashon HaKodesh, which is actually the holy language. Lashon is the tongue, actually. And HaKodesh, the holy. I'm wondering, I think we should go ahead and read these anyway, just for your viewing pleasure. Oh, because we're out of time. Just to see them, just read them, yeah. And see which one you like the best. Because then next week we're going to start reading actually the words on page 198. We're not going to, so we could do these vocals and silence. See which ones you like the best.
8 words total. Correct?
Yep, 196. Wait a minute. Yep, 196. So the vocal shva. When it begins a word, it is vocal. So now we're going to read this word and break it down the same way we've been breaking them down in syllables before we came on board with vocal and silent shva. And I don't know where we left off. So I think Tanya ended us. Maybe. What do I know?
So am I looking at?
So yeah. So the first one, we're just going to read the word. You know that these are vocal shvas.
Right.
So we're just going to read the word and break it down. Open or close. Open, open, close, or open, open, open.
So what am I doing?
Is this one.
Yeah, I know. What am I doing?
Okay.
This is open or closed.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay. All
So-
of these are, this is open. I mean, vocal.
Vocal.
So you're gonna read the word. It's just extra reading.
So be, ra, ka, the raka. And so we've got shva, right? Shva, and then comets and comets. What? Open. Okay, and then they're all open.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Isn't
Is it number 2?
Yep. And here you have 2 in a row. So we're gonna look at what it says on the top. When you hit the second of 2 in a row, it is vocal. So your first one is going to close it, and your second one is going to be vocal. Because this one is going to be vocal, so that's going to automatically be silent. See, it says just the opposite. The first one of 2 in a row is silent, and the second one is open. That's why I said if you memorize one, so if you know that you're going to say the second one, the first one's automatically closed.
Okay, so you're just saying you double up on this letter is what you're saying, right? No, it's, oh, I see what you're saying, okay.
No, we're not going to double this one because it's yeah, it is a pay. And it's not.
Oh, okay,
2 shavas go walking. The second one does the talking.
The second one.
Vaguely remember
This one we're
somebody
actually
saying that.
gonna say. Right, okay, niche.
So, niche, then a real quick pet, because it's like a E.
Oh, we had quick, okay, yeah.
Niche pate.
Niche, pate. Oh, got it, okay. Okay. Niche, pate. Okay. Actually,
Sounds like a French
okay.
dish.
Like niche, like Michigan.
That's what it's possible.
Sorry. Pamela. Gnome.
Eam.
Eam. Eam. Sorry.
That always startles me.
What? No, you're up.
I know.
Okay.
So the coat de vie. But I don't really understand why that one. Because it's following along that one. Okay, that's the reason.
Why. That's the reason. That's the reason why. I'm going to do where it ends a word.
Kotevim.
Now we got, this wants to mess with me. Melech. Melech. Melech.
This one is the same title, one of those, the two in a row. But it's sad, so, Mishpate.
Yes.
We had that, wait a minute.
Yeah.
It's the same as
It is,
Yeah.
back here.
yes. Would you like me to do the next one?
But this one just has the top under it.
No, I'm still trying to start this thing out, it's like, okay.
So you have a short vowel. Your patak is short. Therefore, your shva is silent. Mal.
No, it's the two shpas in a row.
Okay.
Two shpas in a row, but it makes them different syllables. And I thought a shpa couldn't make a syllable. And I'm like,
One's pronounced. When two.
This one is
two are
silent.
in a row, one is pronounced, the other is not.
So when two.
Okay, so,
Automatic.
well, that's why it's like, okay, why was this not separated?
Right.
So
Because
That
it's two in a row,
in my mind,
So this one
that
is
vowel
silent.
wants to be short.
And this one is vocal. So you have to say this one, otherwise you have no
well,
next
it's not really,
syllable.
the letter is not silent, but the,
Yes, yes.
Shabbat. Okay, that's why it's like we're saying shmish. Okay, so what about have here, back here, come up, Mocha?
Yeah.
So we have the same thing that we talked about before. Shabbat closes the syllable. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It does.
Oh. Paro?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Is Paro?
Yeah. Which is Pharaoh.
What is it?
Pharaoh.
Oh.
The Pharaoh.
Yeah, sure, the Pharaoh.
Pharaoh, yes.
And I was reading it backwards, I read, okay. Like, that's interesting.
It's going this way, so I'll give you that.
Yeah. See, isn't that funny? They switched it up. So originally, when they had us writing, they said write the English this way.
Yeah.
But now the English is flip flop.
Well, it's because they're doing it by syllables, so it's going both directions at the same time.
I know.
It makes it really hard to read.
Like
Well, that's if they don't want you to read the English anyway.
Yeah.
And see how they didn't tell you what it means. They could have just left it.
True.
Paro. Paro. All right, that's it. It's 9 o'clock. We're going to pick up on 198 next week.
Sure.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
182. I know, I think I took stuff out of here before I let somebody use it, and I have no idea where I left.